that is the Kenny era, Richie. We've been counting down to the end of it, I think, for several months at this stage. But now that it's officially here, what are we to say of it?
Firstly, the FAI deserve no praise for the timing of this, because they could have done it before last night's game, or indeed before the Netherlands game, and saved what were pretty uncomfortable scenes in and around the interviews for yesterday's match. That board meeting was scheduled for next week. They brought it forward to today, at, informing absolutely nobody about that, of course, and could well have done that before the series of matches this week. So that's a side issue.
You think it was unfair on Kenny?
I think it was unfair on everybody. It was unfair on the players. It's unfair on the FAI themselves. They're bringing ridiculous pressure upon themselves and making themselves look bad, as if they need to do that further in this matter.
I think.
And similarly,
sorry, go on.
On a human level, like, as I say, it was very difficult to watch the post-match interview yesterday night with Tony O'Donoghue in particular, because we forget the human cost involved in all of this. Because you would hope that there's, and I'm sure there is, a very good support system around them, because managers in particular, international managers especially, are viewed merely within the prism of, being the person who leads a country towards a piss-up every 2 years. And the stress that's involved in being an international manager, and a manager in particular, is particularly strong. And you could see that seeping out of Stephen Kenny last night. And like he mentioned that last night in the press conference, that whatever he does after this in life will be a step down. That's a huge thing to have to weigh up for anybody, no matter what the job is. Yeah. And like I've lost a job whereby, like, I wanted to be in it for God knows how long and wasn't anymore, and that took a huge toll on me. There's people listening in who would have been in a similar situation. For that to be the job where everybody's looking at you and nobody's really contributing to how well you do or not, and judging how you do, for you to suddenly be left shorn of that is a huge deal. And I really hope that there is massive support for him out there, because on a human level, on a personal level, it's a very difficult thing to deal with. And that's not just for him, that's for every manager out there, particularly in this country, because they're not easy gigs, and they're not as well paying as everybody thinks there is. And the idea that money sates whatever pressure that's involved in it as well is just some nonsense.